So there's a pretty widespread issue on Windows 10 gaming PCs here recently that's affecting a pretty fair amount of gamers and users, which is limiting their frame rate, causing a bunch of stuttering and juddering, and basically tanking their average frames per second. However, a cumulative optional update for Windows 10 has come out. I'm going to show you guys how to download it, how to install it, and will it actually fix your issues. Let's get it. Alrighty, Stallions and Stallionettes. Share my screen over here. I have a couple of articles pulled up with some pretty highlights on them. They will be cited or sourced down there in the description below, as I do anytime I cover any news in the gaming community or industry. Spoiler alert, that is daily. So first of all, what is going on here? Because I didn't even know about this because it was not personally affecting me, and I hadn't seen any articles about it. So there was an update that rolled out in April, and basically around early March timeframe, this was affecting a lot of gamers out there, specifically with AMD Ryzen CPUs. Intel boys weren't really safe either. For some unlucky users, the cumulative patch on Tuesday update Microsoft rolled out in April had a penchant for trashing frame rates and causing games to stutter. So this gentleman right here with a Ryzen 5 3600 and 3070 said he was having some issues. This guy says, hey, I'm also getting this problem. My performance in Warzone went from an average of 90 frames per second to 75, even as low as 60 with VSync off. Now, in my personal humble opinion, 90 frames per second in Warzone is still pretty low. Depending on your rig, I would actually lower the settings. It's a first-person shooter, a BR. I would definitely sacrifice graphical fidelity and target at least 120 frames per second, as long as you have the monitor to support it. Just my opinion. Now, coming over here, this article came out yesterday, and this is from PC Gamer, pretty reputable source. Microsoft has finally published a... What the fuck? Why is this? Let's go ahead and drag you. I'm reviewing an ultra-wide monitor on the channel right now. It's a Samsung, and I will be getting rid of it just because of this whole issue right here. Yes, you can stretch it out, but it's going to look wonky. So for screen recording and streaming, which I'm going to have a separate tutorial as to the 3 methods you can actually stream and YouTube screen record with an ultra-wide monitor, and surprise, surprise, all 3 of them have some kind of a compromise that needs to be made. I will be going back to a 16:9 wide ratio monitor. If you were hoping for an across-the-board performance improvement for all, you might be disappointed, but if you're one of the many folks struggling with gaming frame rate issues since March of this year, so quite some time that you've been dealing with these issues, that's unfortunate, then the fact that this optional update, which is optional, I will show you guys how to initiate an optional upgrade or update, has been made available before being blended into a larger standardized patch that will be mandatory later in August. When I say mandatory, it's not mandatory, but it will be included in the regular periodic updates or patches that Windows sends out. So how do you actually do this? Well, down here in my... Yeah, we got to move that again. Yes, sir. So down here, I have this little cog icon here. This is a shortcut for my settings. However, son of a bitch. If you do not have the settings icon shortcutted to your taskbar down here, what you can do is press Windows on the keyboard and just type in settings, hit enter. And right here, you're going to get update and security. Click on that bad boy and view optional updates right here. And I don't have any because I keep up to date with even the optional updates usually, unless I get word that it's a beta that's kind of wonky and causing issues and whatnot. But so it will be right there. Or actually, if you check for updates, it should automatically pop up right around here. And then you will install, it will require a restart. And then after that point, there is a strong chance that it will fix your issues, as fixes all of these issues right here, which are all associated with tanking frame rate and causing consistency issues with your performance with your Windows 10 gaming PC. So all in all, this is good if you're a Windows 10 gamer, and hopefully it fixes your issue. If you enjoyed this little quickie, liking the video will help it to get seen by more people, more Windows 10 gamers. This information will reach and assist them as well. Subscribe for more content like this. I cover news in the gaming community and industry, as well as tutorials helping you get set up streaming and YouTubing. I have a merch store, by the way, so if you're naked, you need a shirt, you're a coffee drinker, and you're sick of like melting all of your plastic cups and whatnot, get yourself a mug. If the bottom of your feet are getting pretty raw and callous, go ahead and get yourself a little pair of flip-flops. I'll see you guys tomorrow.